the kids who come to the Adolescent Day Treatment Program are grades 6 through 12. They're kids who have broken a code of conduct violation for Hopkins County schools, and they're also kids who have been court-ordered to attend to complete our program.
We have students from all across the spectrum, from upper socioeconomic to the most socioeconomically deprived. They have come from all cross sections of the community of Hopkins County. Breathe Aloud has allowed our students to have an opportunity at self-expression. A lot of times they'll shut down and they don't want to open up because they don't think they're going to be heard anyway. They don't think they have a voice. But through the opportunity to express themselves, the staff and the activities here through the Breathe program have allowed us to enter into some opportunities with our students that maybe we couldn't have broached before. It has been very beneficial in the therapeutic end of the program.
Well, I have an anxiety, bad, and stress, and it relieves me from it. Like, it's amazing.
The thing that I liked about the Breathe program is that the people that came was really nice people, and like they helped us with a lot. And if we needed to talk to them, we could be able to talk to them about anything personally. When they come in here, it helps us find things that we're good at. It's like an outlet from being in bad places.
It's just a team when we work with Breathe. It's teamwork. It's not their program or our program. They just seamlessly have come in, and you can't tell the difference between what they're doing, what they're trying to accomplish, and what we're trying to accomplish. I've been with Hopkins County Schools for 27 years. Just finished my 27th year. And a lot of that time I have been with the alternate school. And this is the missing piece that we have missed. I've noticed in counseling with the students, a Friday they may not want to come to school. They know they're going to miss art or music, and they don't want to do that. So it makes them enjoy school a little bit more. They're a little bit more open to the educational process because they're finding some of their strengths, sometimes that they didn't even know that they had.
Some of the expressions of the children when they do some of the artwork, their self-portraits, some of the abstracts in that, when the total package has been delivered, they look at that and they think, wow, I actually did this. So to see that aha moment in that student's face has been pretty spectacular.
There's no rules in art. You can do whatever you want freely. There's no one telling you you're doing it wrong. And you can just express yourself in your art. You can use any colors and shapes, anything. So that's what's so great about art. Doing the details, I just find that very fascinating and fun to see like what little things light can do and like how it could change like how you look and stuff like that. So I find that really interesting. That's probably my favorite part, to see all those little things that can happen in you just because of the light reflection, how good it makes you look, I think.
All learners are different type of learners, and this program has actually helped connect some of those learning styles with these students. So it has been a tremendous help with them, not only when they do come, but throughout the week because they've been very excited about the program coming in.
Because it comes here, it gives us a break from working all the time, and then they have something exciting to look forward to, so they're actually working hard and getting their stuff done.
The Breathe program doesn't know everything that those kids got to do to be there. So they look at them differently. They bring out strengths that I didn't know that they had. I'm not an artist. I'm not musically inclined. So when I get to watch those kids perform, I even get to see them differently. We try to take their artwork. For example, I had a student at James Madison who didn't know he was an artist, but he's fabulous. So after he did his self-portrait, we took a video of it and sent it back to his school, shared it with his teachers and the principal, and then after that he got notes of encouragement from his home school saying, wow, let's work on these things when you come back to school. There's a couple of kids who loved art, and they had intended to get it suspended on a Friday before, and then they decided they didn't want to get suspended that week. They watched what they did and they participated in their classwork so they could come back to school on Friday. And that's really exciting as an educator to see kids who enter the door who really want to be there, especially when school is not anything that they have loved. So when they find something of their strength and they want to be there, it's very exciting.
It makes me feel unique, being able to look at myself and just like see how I seem to people and see like the colors I chose. Like I chose like warmer and a little darker colors, like pink and blue, to kind of like describe. Pink is a warmer color, like, you know, they say warmer colors are happy colors and cool colors like the sadder colors. But like a mix of two, like I feel like that kind of is me, and I like to express myself in my art.
It's calmed me down a lot more. Like just, I don't just do one thing all day. I do different things, and like it keeps my mind off just other stuff that I have going on, like outside of the school and everything.
The Breathe program helped me to kind of think about my actions, you know, before I do them, because that was a lot of things that was getting me in trouble, was just not thinking about what I was doing before I was doing it.
Having Breathe come in and do yoga with our kids is so important. Healthy body, healthy mind. And we did that on Monday mornings, and Monday mornings seemed to help because of some of the chaos that happened on the weekends. They'd come into school and it'd be a fresh start. It'd be centered around them, not the things that happened to them over the weekend.
Yoga, it's really relaxing and just fun, and it helps take away a lot of the stress.
I was a bit skeptical at first, especially with the yoga, but once I tried it and I really got into it, I figured out that I really liked it, and it helped me to calm down and relieve some of the stress.
I think one of the main reasons that I appreciate the partnership between the Breathe program and our school has been you have an outside agency coming in, and it gives the students another look at people within the community, not just their instructors, but people in the community coming in and working with our students. Our students come from various backgrounds, and to have more input from various sources really helps in well-rounding that child and making a better education.
My favorite thing about the Breathe program this year to date, I think, has been the opportunity to go to the coffee shop with student artwork, and had the community there, part of it, part of the district, and different people in the community that works with our students. And for our students to get recognition like that and be received in a social setting out in the community, it was excellent for both the program, the kids, the community, to be outside the building, outside the confines of the program, interacting with adults and professionals within the community, and the artwork was unbelievable.
Through the Breathe program, some of our students have made friends with kids that they wouldn't normally talk to. There was one student who sat alone, and one of our older kids went over and sat with him and talked to him about his self-portrait and the things that he liked about his self-portrait, encouraged him to continue painting when actually the kid wanted to quit. I saw lots of connections being made through Breathe and our students, and they talked a lot about that, the connections that they made with the instructors and the relationships that they had formed. So I can't imagine not having a relationship with Breathe and not having those services now that we have had those. It's so valuable to our students.
The biggest misconceptions about our students, I'm afraid, is that they're throwaway kids and they'll not amount to anything.
Not every single one of them are bad. They just made the wrong choice at a certain point in time.
Everybody always thinks that somebody in here smokes weed or is a bad person, but we're really not.
Well, I mean, we all did do something wrong, obviously, or else we wouldn't be here. But, I mean, no, I don't know anyone in here who's just a bad kid. It's just we make mistakes and gotta pay the consequence for it.
Those kids are just bad kids, and they don't care about school, they don't care about anything. Why do we waste our services providing things for them when there's other kids who need it? And that's absolutely not the case.
Being here, like, it's helping us. Like, it's out of school, but like we have like you guys to Breathe come and help us express ourselves in art, music, and yoga, everything, and it's helping us become better people. It's molding us instead of people out there doing drugs and fighting and everything. They can have a paintbrush in their hand instead of a cigarette, and they're doing better things. They're being productive, and people, they don't see that, but I really wish they would.
We all make mistakes, and I tell them every day, Be respectful and respectable and work to make good decisions. If you'll be respectful and respectable, people will try to help you. And if people hadn't helped me along the way, I don't know where I would be. So they deserve the opportunity to be as successful as they can be.
Have faith in the ADT children. Don't think that we're all going to end up going to jail in the future and we're not going to make anything out of ourselves, because we're all trying.